going to work on the week 4 technique by Cat Hand at Media Morsels. This is really coming along. This was my variation of the week 1 technique. This was my week 1 technique, the final attempt. I was much happier with it after I tried it a couple times. Week 2 was collage, and then we did our initial. I need to put the little pocket back on here. When we did the week 3 technique, it was a very wet technique, and it ruined my little transparent pocket, so I took it off. I'm going to put it back on. Week 3 technique was so fun to do. I really enjoyed it. I have 2 facing pages that are blank. So for my week 4 technique, I'm going to do it on these 2 pages since we're going to be painting over this anyway. Some of this may show through. That's okay. As Kat says, this is mixed media. I think I will remove this page because I want to start out my next technique on 2 facing pages. So I'll have a page here to do. So I will be doing 3 pages of week 4. I can't wait to see this entire journal finished. It is so fun to do. Now I'm going to put a link to Kat's video in the description box below, and you can go and see how she demonstrates it. She demonstrates it much better than I could tell you. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I will say that she used plain white school glue. I got 2 bottles for $1 at the dollar store. I found that the tip of this was spurting out the glue in a thicker stream than what I wanted, so I put it in an empty Glossy Accents bottle. So I'm just going to get started with my designs. There will be some dry time with this, so after I do my designs, I will probably wait and let them dry overnight and then come back tomorrow. So I'm going to go into fast forward and do my designs, and you can watch. To do the second part of technique 4 of the mixed media morsels. You probably can't see these very well, but the glue that I put on there yesterday, it's dried overnight, and the resist glue is on there. And Kat was right, the glue seemed really puffy, thick when I put it on there, but it did flatten out when it dried. I'm interested to see how this page is going to turn out because I really glopped that glue on there. This is my first one. I'm interested to see how this one's going to turn out. I'm going to work with it first. one is the sort of the lacy one that I did. Has a lot of blue around the edges. Let's see what happens here. One more. This one had a lot of glops of glue on it, so I'm not sure what is going to show through and what isn't. This will be an interesting one because I put the glue really thick on here, so it might all resist. My finishes. I'm really happy with how these came out. This one was the first one. I did a lattice, kind of a lacy lattice design on it. Did it on the back of one of my Mixed Media 3. Got a little paint coming through here, but I'm going to leave that. That just adds interest. This was my second one. Here again, it was kind of like a lacy effect. And I'm really happy how that is coming out in here. I love the texture of these dots and the compared with the circles in here. Some lines going up there. And then this was my third one, which was a glue glob one. I had a big glob of glue in there, and I took my paintbrush and ran it through the glob of glue. I wasn't sure how that was going to come out, but I like the contrast of that with the texture that's going on down in this area, and even with the part along the edges that do not have any resist on them at all. I know this seems like a mud paint, but I do like that dark gray. I like the contrast that it gives. You put some bright colors on here, and that gray will have a nice contrast. You can kind of see that between these two. I do like what's going on there. So those are my finishes. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Go check out Cat Hand's Mixed Media Morsel technique. She has a lot of interesting things going on there. And I'm looking forward to the next technique. I will see you on the next page.